My boss smiled as she fired me, absolutely certain she'd ruined my career. 6 months later, I was cashing checks worth more than her annual salary, and she was the one being escorted out of the building. Pause. This is the story of how firing the wrong employee cost a university hundreds of thousands of dollars, and cost my boss her job. If you've ever been overworked, underpaid, disrespected, or punished for doing your job too well, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and settle in, because this revenge is slow, calculated, and beautifully expensive. The dream job that wasn't. This happened in the early 2010s, back when YouTube wasn't the polished, algorithm-optimized machine it is today. Back then, video creation was slow, expensive, and exhausting. Which made the job offer sound incredible. A university wanted to modernize its brand. They wanted to build a YouTube presence from scratch. And they hired me as their sole content creator. The pay, roughly $2,200 a month. Low, even back then. But I was hungry. I wanted to build something meaningful. On my second day, my manager slid a sheet of paper across the desk. KPI, 85 videos. Length, 3 to 10 minutes each. Deadline, 52 weeks. Team size, 1. I stared at it, did the math in my head, and felt my stomach tighten. Because what that KPI didn't mention was that I had to do everything. Writing scripts, casting talent, shooting footage, editing, sound design, music composition. Oh, and I had to use my own equipment, because their computers couldn't even handle 720p footage without freezing. When I raised concerns, my manager just smiled. That fake, corporate smile. Just give it a try, she said. If the videos are good, we'll focus on quality, not quantity. Against my better judgment, I agreed. The workhorse phase. For the first month, things were fine. I worked late. I skipped weekends. I lived on caffeine. And the videos, they performed better than anything the university had ever published. Then one afternoon, during a casual conversation, my manager found out something. I smoked. Not in the office. Not during work hours. Just a smoker. Her face changed. Not dramatically, but noticeably. Cold. Later that day, a coworker physically facepalmed when I mentioned it. Oh no, she hates smokers. She's tried to get people fired over it. And overnight, everything changed. Suddenly, I smelled like smoke. Being 5 minutes late was unacceptable, despite 4+ hours of daily overtime. I was unprofessional for not answering calls during lunch breaks. Every week, a new complaint. Every mistake, magnified. Every success, ignored. But I kept going, because I believed the work would speak for itself. The ambush. 5 months in, I was summoned to the director's office. I walked in and saw my manager already seated. She wore what I can only describe as controlled excitement, like someone trying very hard not to smile. The director didn't waste time. I'm disappointed, she said. You've only completed 30 of your 85 videos. I tried to explain. I told them, I worked 60+ hours a week. I was a one-man production team. The videos had record-breaking engagement. I even repeated my manager's words back to her. You said quality mattered more than quantity. The director shook her head. The KPI is 85 videos. You're behind. We're cutting the cord. Then my manager leaned back and smirked. We'll hire a professional production house to finish the job. That's when the light bulb went off. Because I maintained the entire production house database. And my manager had 0 industry contacts. I walked out calm, polite, professional. And the moment I reached my desk, I opened the database. And I changed every contact detail. Wrong phone numbers. Dead email addresses. All except one. A production house where my close friend worked. That night, I called him. I laid out the plan. He listened, then laughed. "You're evil," he said. "I'm in. Here's the deal I offered. I'd teach them exactly how to pitch. I'd give them a playbook on the university's expectations. They'd win the contract. In return, 15% finder's fee." The general manager didn't hesitate. 6 months of work. High six-figure contract. They signed immediately. 2 days later, my former manager called them in to pitch. And wouldn't you know it? They were perfect. They knew the tone, the themes, the branding goals. The director was stunned. Contracts were signed on the spot. Now here's the best part. Each video from a production house cost 2 to 3 times my entire monthly salary. The budget exploded.